Welcome to Chefercise with Joe Babel, cooking your way into shape, where you can go from looking like this to this. But more importantly than losing weight is learning how to live a healthy lifestyle. And that's what we are here to help you do. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends, to Chefercise with Joe Babel, cooking your way into shape. Today, we'll be learning how to make Larabars. But not just any type of Larabar. Today, we're making them my way. Okay, you can look up a recipe online for any plain old boring Larabar, but today, we'll be learning how to make a Larabar full of fiber, protein, antioxidants. It's gonna be ultra rich and ultra delicious. So let's get started. But you know the rule in my kitchen, always wash your hands first. All right, just as a reminder, if you loved today's video and love my Larabar recipe, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. So what we're gonna wanna do is take our dry ingredients first, okay? I have whole almonds here and whole cashews. Take your measuring cup. If you like things a little bit more almond-based rather than cashew-based, go ahead and use 2 cups of whole almonds. That's the way that I'm gonna make it today because I like almonds just slightly better than cashews. Okay, then you're gonna wanna pop off the lid on your Blendtec or Vitamix food processor, whatever you have to blend almonds. If you don't have anything to blend almonds, that's okay. You can buy almond flour at the store as well. Okay, it's not my top preference, but if that's what you can use, then go ahead and use that. Okay, go ahead and dump your almonds in. And now it's gonna get a little noisy, but we really wanna make sure that these are blended pretty well. Okay, see that? That is blended almonds, friends. Go ahead and pour that into your glass baking dish. Don't worry, we're not gonna be baking anything today. This is a raw product. Okay, as you can see, I didn't get everything out of the Blendtec. That's perfectly fine because we're gonna be blending cashews next. Now with the cashews, you're gonna wanna use, like I said, depending on if you like almonds or cashews better, you can use more or less. I'm gonna use 1 and about 3/4 cup of whole cashews. All right, go ahead and pour that in. And along with this, you're actually gonna be blending in unsweetened coconut flakes, okay? Again, unsweetened. Make sure it says unsweetened at the store. It's pretty important. We don't wanna have any of that nasty added sugar in this recipe, okay? So you can put in maybe 1/4, maybe a little bit more than 1/4 of a cup of the shredded coconut flakes. Now we're gonna blend this. Plug your ears. Give it a little smell. And then pour it right in with the blended almonds. Okay. Now just give that one little stir to kind of mix everything together. Next up, we're gonna be adding my ingredients. Okay, this is something you will not be finding in a normal Larabar recipe on the internet. We're gonna be using chia seeds, okay? Chia seeds is what gives my Larabar extra fiber, protein, nutrients like magnesium and phosphorus, and chia seeds are full of antioxidants, okay? Right here I have about 4 tablespoons. Just go ahead and pour that in. Give it one little stir. And next up, we have milled flaxseed, okay? Milled flaxseed, rich in omega-3 fatty acid, okay? This is very good for your heart health. Also has that extra fiber and protein which your body craves. I'm gonna use roughly 3 to 4 tablespoons of this as well. There's not a lot of flavor with milled flax seeds. Okay, go ahead and stir that one more time. So I just used 4 tablespoons of milled flax seeds. And my last secret, because I am nuts about fiber, you're gonna wanna use something called chicory root fiber, okay? This is completely flavorless. It just gives it a little more fiber for your body. And with this, just because it is pretty dry, I wouldn't do maybe more than maybe 2.5 tablespoons in this specific recipe. Okay, so that was about 2.5 tablespoons. Now, you're gonna really wanna mix this up super well so it's very evenly distributed throughout the dry ingredients. Break up any of those clumps that you have in there. Okay, and that's what the dry ingredient base of a Larabar looks like, okay? All right, let's work on the wet ingredients now. So we have dates, coconut oil, and vanilla extract. Okay, just a few things. I buy my dates off of Amazon. You can buy dates at the store, but they can get pretty expensive. On Amazon, it's 5 pounds for about $22, I believe. Okay, so that's a really good deal for dates, and they're really good quality as well. They don't have any pits in them. And then here, with the coconut oil, this is super important. Pay attention. Virgin, unrefined. Don't buy any coconut oil that says refined. It's gonna taste like trash, okay? This is actually gonna taste like pure coconut. And then last of all, with the vanilla extract, yes, don't judge me. Normally, I would use real vanilla extract, but unfortunately, this is just what I have for today, okay? So imitation vanilla extract, we're gonna use just a little bit in our recipe. Okay, so first off, let's get started with the coconut oil. We're gonna use 2 cups worth of coconut oil. All right, we're done with the coconut oil, unfortunately. But we get to move on to the dates. So with dates, depending on how sweet you like your Larabar, you can put in anywhere from 2.5 up to 3 cups worth of dates, okay? And we're gonna use our measuring cup here. You can just pour it in. All right, go ahead and take your dates and pour them in with the coconut oil. And I lied, we're actually gonna use however much vanilla extract you want. You never need to measure vanilla extract, okay? That's my little secret. Don't tell your friends. And go ahead and put the lid on. All right, so that might just take a little while to make sure you get that good date puree, but always make sure to smell this, because right now you're smelling heaven, okay? And you see this here in the lid? I am not a waster, so I'm gonna make sure I scoop that out of there. All right, go ahead and scrape the sides of this now, getting off all of that good coconutty date paste. And now you're gonna wanna pour this all over the dry ingredients. Doesn't it look delicious? Okay, so now what do we do with this? Well, make sure, if you need to, wash your hands again. I'm gonna do it because I have OCD. All right, friends, it's time to get down and dirty. We're using our hands to mix this up. Just make sure no one's around when you do this because it looks kind of gross. But don't worry, it tastes delicious. All right, so you see here, you really want to make sure that the wet and dry ingredients are completely evenly distributed. You don't want to be biting it into just a dry patch of Larabar, okay? Now pretty soon, you're going to want to start patting it down like this. Just forming a nice even layer on top. And then you want to know an easy trick to make it look like you didn't use your hands for any of this? I'll show you. Go ahead and take your spatula and just wipe it across the top. Your friends will never know that you used your hands for this recipe. Okay, now I'm going to just rinse my hands off really quick. This is my way of rinsing my hands. That is so good. Oh my goodness. I could eat this whole dish right now, but I'm not. I'm gonna throw this in the fridge for about 2 hours, or you can throw it in the freezer if you have space in there for maybe 20 to 30 minutes. Ooh. Okay, take your Larabars out of the fridge or freezer now. And now go ahead and grab a steak knife, and you're gonna wanna cut these into 12s or 24s. I personally like 12s better because they're bigger and I love eating them so much. However, if you do like the store-bought Larabars, which are about this size, you're gonna wanna cut them into 24s, okay? So, after that, baggie them up and then throw them right back into the fridge or freezer. And the convenient thing is you can easily grab this on the go for lunch or school or wherever you go in life. Just make sure you grab that Larabar made my way, which is now your way. Now let's talk about the nutrition label for just a minute. You'll see firsthand that the saturated fat content in this recipe is pretty high. Normally that would worry me if we were using a recipe that didn't involve coconut oil. However, coconut oil, I know there's a lot of controversial debate about this. However, after years of research, I've come to my own conclusion that it is absolutely wonderful for your body for two specific reasons. It is made of medium chain triglycerides, or MCTs, and this is what your body prefers first as the fat source to burn in your body. And number two, it is so good for your cholesterol. In fact, it raises your HDL, or your quote-unquote good cholesterol in your body. Now jump down with me to the sugar content on my nutrition label. You'll notice that on a store-bought Larabar, it's about 20 grams. With mine, it's about half. And the best part is that the sugar is coming mainly from the dates only. There is no added sugar in this recipe. I love that about my recipe. I hope you do too. Especially because, as Remy the rat always said, you are what you eat. And I know I'm sweet, but I ain't no sugar daddy. Now this concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching on how to make this coconut cream Larabar my way, which is now your way. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And also comment below. We'd love to hear your feedback. And always remember, diets die out, but lifestyles last. This is Chefercise with Joe Babel. Bye-bye.